from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
It's a draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Pavia. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds space on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
The defense defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Toss sweep right. Trust that arm out. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Baxter. Oh, what a caught! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. Up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The gift to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Doors! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hands it off. Past the first down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Safe little shovel pass.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. To the air, it's Manning. Grabs it in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. With the catch, it's Alexander. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Here's a Heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Boom, grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield on 1st down. There's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Longhorns! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way somehow to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense And that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Brown. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll give it to the back. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The AT unit on the field. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab near the marker. It's Hoskins. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Now adjusting. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going with the ground game left. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The give on the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Longhorns will go for it here on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sticks it in his belly. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down and DKR. He's looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Might as well give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Dropping back, it's Manning. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. It's Wingo. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. They kick it away on 4th down. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. He'll do it himself. He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Commodores will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all of this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Handoff to the single back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Snagged in the middle, it's Hoskins. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Lost to throw again. Caught over the middle. It Stowers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Dillon. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Got enough for the first down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Got his man down the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 2-minute timeout arrives, and defense desperately needs to get the football back. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air, it's Pavia. That's caught. It's Stowers. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hoskins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have returned later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. It'll make him forget that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Pavia. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. To the air on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.